Hello, everyone. This is Delicia from I Am More Than Enough, period. Today's guest, for those who don't know, this is my ex-husband, Melvin Fowler.
Hello, everyone. This is Melvin Fowler. Those who may not know me.
Hey, Mel. So
Hello,
thank
Alicia.
thank you for coming on.
You're
I
welcome.
wanted Thank you. I wanted to do this because I want people to know about marriage. People see the glitz and the glam, but they really don't know what they're getting into.
No, they don't. It's more than just looking at someone, their pretty, their figure, and you're mesmerized of how they look, and pretty much you're lusting over them, pretty much.
Hmm.
And but it's more than just lusting over them, which is wrong, lusting. But we all do. I've done it, but it's
Right.
wrong. But it it takes time, it takes patience, it takes understanding, it takes love, it takes caring, it takes a
Hmm.
lot of energy. You're gonna have the good, you're gonna have the bad, you're gonna have the likes, you're gonna have the dislikes, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It is. And that's why people have to know who they are marrying. For us, we were, first of all, we've been divorced. I'm going to say it's been like 13, 14 years. It's been a long time.
Mhm.
It's been a long time. And and that's what happened with us. We had the good, the bad, the ugly, you
Mhm.
know,
Yes.
because we didn't know each other,
No. Mm-mm. No,
you know.
we did not know each other. We only knew each other from work. That's about it. We did wind up getting together with each other as time went on,
Mhm.
and we we started to learn each other, but not the
Mhm.
way that we should have, because
Yes.
you came out of a divorce. I was divorced, and but it's been some years. So at that time, we both were set in our ways of
Mhm.
things that we were doing in our lives at that time. So
Mhm.
trying to rearrange ourselves, it was a challenge.
Right. Well, here's the thing. We didn't know ourselves the
Mm-mm,
way we the way we know each other now. You know,
mm,
for me, it was two broken people trying to make it happen, trying to be one. And we really needed to fix ourselves.
yeah. Get to know who we are as our own individuals. I mean, I'm still working on some things in my life. I've gotten a whole lot better, a whole
Yes.
lot better.
Hmm.
But it's it's interesting to speak on it now. You look back, say 15, 20 years ago, even 30 years back, and you look at the individual that you were then, and
Hmm.
now you look at who you are now, and
Right.
the hurdles of life and the challenges and the tribulations that you've gone through, like say, wow, wow. I mean, some things you wish you could do over, but overall, when you really, really think about it, you said, nah, that's too much work.
Well, really, it made you the person that you are today.
Yes, with some
Just,
help. With
of
some help.
course, going through things, Okay, so for me, um, I never saw a healthy relationship.
Mm,
I had issues like daddy issues, abandonment issues that I needed to attend to.
mhm,
So for me, going into a marriage, it was like Okay, you want to get married? Okay. Because I was looking for that family. I was looking for that love. You understand?
Hmm.
So, what can you tell me about your life? How did you see marriage?
Mm, I really wasn't focused on marriage at that. My parents broke up when I was about 12 to 13 years of age. So I can only go back that far. I only can recall mom being home, dad going to work. Mom didn't work. Mom taking care of the children. That
Hmm.
was it. And then all of a sudden things were not that way anymore. So that alone was traumatizing to me of not having my father there at a very early age part of my life. And not really realizing until I got older, I can really see maybe my late 30s, early 40s, I start to realize some things.
Hmm.
And you'd be surprised that even though you say you're an adult, things that has happened in your childhood affects you as an adult. And what I mean by that is it's how I can say it's endormant until certain things in life happens or occurs, and then all of a sudden that habit or that behavior comes out after all those years, and that comes with anger,
Hmm.
frustration, you're mad, and you trying to figure out where all this is coming from. But as you get older, it has to do with your childhood. And most psychologists say that a lot of things that we as adults go through and still going through results from our child, our upbringing. Some may not want to admit it, but it's the truth.
No, you're right. You're right. For me, I always tell people after my divorce with you, that's when I went on my healing journey. So I've been on my healing journey. Ooh, it's been over 10 years. And things started to come out, from my childhood with the abandonment issue, the daddy issues, you know, the people pleasing, and just different things started to come out
Hmm.
that stems from my childhood. So I always say, you know, you are the one that started my healing journey because I had to find myself and get to know myself. And I'm still healing. It's just not a one-stop thing. You are always healing. I'm doing my self-love and self-care because um being in the foster care and being with a family that I was in, there wasn't any love.
Hmm.
So I couldn't show love because I wasn't given love. So I
Hmm.
was always searching for that love. So,
Um, I mean, I got the love,
mhm,
and I got it from my father and my mother in various ways. And when it came to us, I tried to what I did know of love. Um, is more. There's a lot that has to do with love. It's caring. It's how you talk. The
right,
words you choose. Um, your attitude. Um, there's a lot that comes with that word love,
right.
and it's not and it's more than just physical. It's
Hmm.
mental. It's emotional, and even though as we get old, you still learning
Yeah.
about love.
Hmm.
And it's interesting, especially and not just for myself or for you, but to see others out in life, especially those who are older, and
Hmm.
you see them holding hands and especially the wife tending to the husband when the husband is not able to do for himself. You
Hmm.
see that in
Yes.
that relationship. and I
Mhm.
see it all the time in the work that I do. I see it all the time,
Right.
and it makes you think and and reflect, and also with who you are with, you appreciate more
Right.
than the individual there. You appreciate them more because we all need each other in some
Right.
form or fashion. We
Mhm.
all need each other, and it has nothing to do with the color of our skin. So
Right.
with our relationship that we had, yes, things didn't work out, but at the same time, we wound up able to communicate and be friends and be civil and do things. I mean, that's the way we have a daughter out of that union,
Right.
and it's very interesting on the relationship that we have. Even like right now, for you to ask me to come on the podcast and this, I said yes,
Mhm.
no problem.
Right. Well, the first thing is we have to love ourselves.
Hmm.
That we can't give love if we don't have love for ourselves. Um, Secondly, people take love for granted. A lot of
Hmm.
people, like I said, are getting married because of money, convenience, kids. Do you
Hmm.
agree?
Um, to some aspects of it, I agree. Some want to they want security. All right, but it's
Mhm.
not always. It shouldn't be about money.
Right.
You want to be secure, but you should love that individual. But what you're saying is true. They're getting married for other reasons that doesn't make sense. To them,
It
it may
doesn't.
make sense, but you on the outside
Right.
looking in, it's like, what you getting married for? You stay
Right.
married for what, 6 months or maybe no more than 5 years at the most, and you're getting a divorce. And then you want
Right.
what that individual had that that individual may have built for the last 20, 30 years, and now you want half? No,
No, you're right.
no.
You're right. And then also, people are getting a divorce
Hmm.
for the smallest thing. People are
Yeah.
not fighting for their love.
And they're not. See the old generation, the older generation. They're in their late 70s and their 80s, and they'll tell you it's not hasn't been easy, but they love that individual
Right.
for the better or for the worse. Those are
You're
the
right.
vows. And
You're
for the richer and for the poor, through sickness and in health. You
right.
with that individual, if you really love that individual, you care for that individual. Because when you get married, you become one union.
Yes.
It's not it's not I, and that's something this individual that's speaking right now had to wake up and realize. Don't
Hmm.
be too selfish. Sometimes I can be sometimes, and but I've gotten a lot better. But don't be
Yes.
so selfish because there's another person on next to you that
Yes.
that you need to not be so selfish. Sometimes you can be a little selfish to yourself. That means you treat yourself. You want something to do for yourself, something for yourself. There's nothing wrong with it. But don't
Right.
be selfish in the manner where you're not thinking about your partner.
That's right. That's right. And for me, I'm quick to give up. Oh, you did it. I'm out. Yeah. But I noticed that about me.
Mhm.
Okay, so tell me, how did you open your heart for love? I know you're
Um,
married, you got married
mhm.
last year, and
Yes.
to a woman, let me tell you, you guys fit like a glove. I, yeah, I like your relationship. I think she is a good fit for you, and you're a good fit for her. And it's funny because by me, I can see that from the outside because I seen the 10 years ago and you weren't that person. That man that you are today, you were not that man 10 years ago. And it's beautiful to see the growth in you. And I like that you're happy. You know, she
Mhm.
makes you happy. And I just like I just like you guys together. Hello? Hello?
But she,
You are breaking, Mel.
oh, all right. She
Oh
has
no.
done. She
Wait a
has done a
minute.
lot. I'm
What?
fine on my. I said she
Okay.
has done a lot. She has done a lot,
Yeah.
and I have too. And we talk. We have community. Sometimes I can be a little stubborn sometimes, and I'm working on
Hmm.
that. I've gotten better. But she, I can truly say, no disrespect to you or Lorraine, my first marriage. I can truly say she is definitely one that I can say she she's no joke.
Hmm.
She's no joke. And it took some time, took years to grow and to meet someone like her. I mean, she's definitely truly a woman. I mean, she's no joke. And I can tell you she's no joke. I mean, she's very loving, she's very caring, and I give it back. And I had to learn. I had to learn. We both had to learn. There's some things that
Of course.
I've taught her. So we both have learned. But as you said, we're fake. Yes, because we do get compliments when people see us. But what's interesting and funny, we both tall, and some say, "Damn, you're tall like some trees." But I think yes, we're both tall. Yes, I have her maybe by I'm taller than her maybe by another inch or two. But
Hmm.
I see that people compliment us when we're out and about,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
it's interesting. And hey, but it's good. She knows that we're doing this, and there's no problem. That's the beauty about it too. She
Right.
doesn't mind. I can talk to you. I can talk to my first wife. We can have
Right.
conversation, and there's no problem there. It's a relationship
Right.
because you have we have a child together. My first marriage, we have two children together. So there's going to be communication, even though they are older, but
Hmm.
you still mommy and daddy, and you
Right.
have that respect. And there was one thing I would say in my life that I stated in that what I went through in the past with my parents,
Hmm.
I'm not going to be that way with my children. Try not to be that way with my children, especially with their mothers.
Hmm.
And I can say I'm very blessed. And I tell folks, I say, yes, I have communication with my former wives. I don't like
Yeah.
saying ex. I don't like saying ex. I say my former wives
Former.
because
Okay.
it makes a difference, especially with the children. It
Hmm.
makes a difference, even though they're older. But to see their mother and father communicate
Yes.
civil and get along,
Yes.
it helps them more mentally. It
Yes.
helps them to see that their mother and father can still communicate, and if one of them needs something, daddy can do it for him. Even though daddy's married, daddy can do it for him without
Hmm.
hearing somebody's mouth. It's not
Right.
like
Right. And here's the thing, you know, she came into your life at the right time because if you were that same man you were 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, you know,
well, I'm gonna share
I
something. Well,
yeah.
I got to share something with you. Me and her, we talked about when we were going through our situation,
Hmm.
and before we said we were going to go to divorce, and she was my friend. She was talking to me. She said, "You need to try to get back with your wife. You need to try to
Mhm,
work it out. You need to try to work it out." I mean, she was there trying to give me advice on how to work things out with you.
mhm,
And she had went away for about a little over a year. And then
mhm,
she came back. This was at Brunswick. And she
mhm,
came back and she said, "You remember me?" And I looked at her, I said, "No, I don't remember you. What's your name?" And she got
mhm,
upset because I
mhm,
didn't remember her name. But
mhm.
at that time, you and I had gotten divorced then. But
Right.
prior to that, she was talking to me, and I would
Mhm,
talk to her about our situation. And she would say, "Well,
mhm.
you need to try to talk." I said, "I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying, I'm trying." So as time went on, as she found out that you and I got divorced. But she was in my corner trying to help me work things out with you,
Right.
and but it didn't work out that way. So
No.
but even after that, as
Uh-huh.
time went on, we were just friends. I mean,
Mhm.
time went by. I mean, almost a year went by. We were just friends, and
Right.
then things just gradually went into that direction where we started seeing each other.
Yeah. At that time, it was just over. It was just over between us. And I say it's a good thing, because like I said, I really found myself
Mm.
after my divorce, and that's when I started my healing journey. And if we were still to get together, we would have been, it would have been blocking your blessings, with her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it would have, or wouldn't it? Alicia, it's something that has to do with life. I'm learning, and life, and how God allows certain things to happen.
Right.
Whereas with my two previous relationships and the children that I have from two women, and they the three children that I have know of my wife now, and they communicate with her,
Mhm.
and she's open to them, and which is good to see. Really, just nice to see,
Yeah,
and
of course.
and to see that that's it helps me, and also let them know that I'm not trying to take your daddy away from you. Daddy's still he's still your father. So
Mhm.
that also resonates with them, that she lets them know that I'm not trying to take your father away from you. So which is I say which is good. But I mean, at that time I wish we could have worked it out, but time has it whereas it didn't. But
Right.
with all of that, we wound up being friends and communicating, and the challenges that we have with our daughter.
Mhm. Right.
Yes, yes. And that's another chapter.
Right. So, what is going on with you? Do you have anything that's coming up that we should know about?
Um, well, I haven't said anything to anyone. The only one knows is my wife.
Right.
Um, there's a casting director that I've met, and she wants to put me in a small part of a movie at the end of the movie. So
Okay.
it's a very small part, but she has other plans um to do, and so she wants to put me try me in film. So
Hmm.
I talked it over with my wife, and she said go for it. So that's something I haven't said to anyone. So that is
Okay.
something that's in the works right now, quietly. Nothing has happened. I have the script. I've read the script. I have to read it again because it's a lot. But I'm at the end of this series, and they're supposed to have several more series after this one. It hasn't started filming yet. So, but when they
Well,
start filming, Um, it's I'm looking forward to be very interesting to just a small little line to get started to do something that who knows what God might have for me to do. And the one beautiful part about it, there's no profanity, there's no sexual scenes, nothing like that. And it's a more straightforward, godly, and has to do with relationships also.
That's so excited. I hope you get the part, but remember, there is no small parts. Just enjoy the moment. This is exciting.
Mhm.
Um, Anything else that's coming up for you
Mm, um,
that you would like to share?
um, more than likely, next few months, I'm gonna tackle going back to school.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do that. I did go to take some courses, but I missed taking the final exam by 2 points. So, but
Okay.
I have the material for that to go over again and tackle that again. So there's some
Okay.
things that I'm looking at for us going to school, uh, working out, taking care of my health, uh, and just and mostly having to deal with who I am as an individual between have a relationship with me and God.
Yes.
That's something that's very important to me. Challenges of life, mentally, spiritually,
Mhm.
um, and it's interesting to speaking on it. It's meeting people and having conversations, and we'd be surprised at what people go through. And we think we have it bad, and the next person has it just as worse than we do. So, but that's one of
Correct.
the things that I'm finding that, as far as what I'm doing,
Hmm.
I communicate and speak to individuals and try to encourage them and share some of my testimony of life that can hopefully can encourage them and say, listen, God bless me and I did it. You can pull your bootstraps up and you can push, but it's not easy. It's not easy.
No.
I
Right.
mean, with you and our daughter don't know what I went through the years before we met. And that was challenging. That was challenging.
Mhm.
That's another segment.
Okay, so if people want to follow you, can you give them your IG, your Facebook?
Well, I'm on Facebook. I really don't mess with IG. I really don't
Hmm.
mess with it.
Hmm.
I'm on it, but I don't mess with it. But I don't really do too much on FB. I'm
Okay.
on it, but I don't post anything too much on it. And social media is I'm getting to the point where I'm not trusting it. Really didn't trust it, but it's just getting a little out of hand. But
Yes.
um, I mean, if they want to follow me, I mean, I'll post some things occasionally, something that catches my attention, and I'll post it. But if you
Hmm.
want to check me out on Facebook, it's Melvin S. Fowler, and my picture is the Black Panther.
Okay. Well, you have exciting things coming up. I am extremely happy for you.
Mhm.
I want to tell you, like I'm proud of you because I see the growth in you and many blessings to you, to Pat, and I'm just really happy for you.
Well, I'm very happy with you with what you went through with I'll just say the medical challenges that you have been going through and what you have went through, and that you have not let that stop you from leaving up north to come down to the NC, North Carolina, and start your life all over again. And I can say how you can say reboot. And you you've done well. I mean, right now you have your podcast, and I'm hoping that it flourishes even more than what it is. And I'll come back on again if you want me to come back on, and we speak. And there's some things that some people hopefully that I might be able to help because I used to be a drug addict,
Right.
and when I share that with individuals, they look at me like, what? I say, yes. I said, I used to be a crackhead. I sniffed cocaine and I drank. And I have no shame in sharing it and telling it because I might be able to help somebody else. And I have overcome it. And the key
Yes, you
to it,
have.
I'm not going to give out the jewels right now, but I went through it. And, I've overcome it. And but that's something that I can talk about later if you
Mhm.
want to. And my children don't even know about that life. Only if I tell them. And
Right,
people that knew of me at that time, they're not even in this state. They primarily in Maryland and Washington, D.C. A few is
right,
up in New York on Long Island, but very few. But the main culprits are in Maryland and D.C., and several of them already have passed away.
right.
And I'm still here. So,
Well, you know what? We all have a past, and
yes, we do.
you overcame that.
Yeah,
So, but thank you for coming on,
you're welcome.
and thank you for, sharing your story.
Mhm.
So,
One thing I want to say before we close, whoever's listening, or if you know of anyone, don't give up on that individual. One thing I would say I did was pray and have a talk with daddy upstairs. And may not come when you want him, but he's always on time, whether if they're gonna stay or if they're gonna go. But one thing I said, take care of yourself first.
take care of yourself first. Well, there you have it. You heard it. Well, guys, if you want to follow me on Facebook as Alicia TORR. On IG is I am more than enough, period. And that's period spelled out, underscore after each word. And join me on the Hour app. It's listed below where the Hour app will pay you $10 where you can talk to me and many other entrepreneurs. Also, go on I am more than enough period.com where you can get your hats, t-shirts. I have hoodies, sweatshirts. Also, follow me on the I am more than enough period podcast. And I'm on Apple, Amazon, and Spotify. Also, subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Melvin, thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Um, and I look forward bringing you back.
All right, thank you. I'll be looking
Oh,
forward to it.
okay. Have a wonderful evening.
You too, dear. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.